So hi folks, thanks for joining me once again at Handlebars and Holidays. This is just a quick video really. I just wanted to kind of explain the virtues of the Osmo Action 3 in conjunction with the DJI Wireless Mic from the point of view of purely motor vlogging. Now it could just be the ultimate setup. So if that's of interest, stick around, be back in a sec. So thanks for sticking with me. So yeah, the DJI Osmo Action 3 and wireless mic for motor vlogging. It could be the ultimate setup. So what I've done, what you're looking at effectively, is what I consider to be pretty much ideal, I think. You'll notice that on my helmet here, I've literally just got the camera. You'll perhaps also be able to tell there's no wires, there's nothing coming out of that camera. And that's because the helmet camera is my B-roll. Now, I've not actually noticed anybody else doing this on YouTube, so I don't know whether it's I don't know whether it's a big thing or not. But basically, my A-roll, or whatever you call the opposite of B-roll, is there. So my main camera that's taking in the audio is fixed to the bike. And you'll see on the side there, I've got the DJI wireless microphone, and it's wired in. Why are you wiring it in, I hear you ask? Because you can just plug it straight into the camera. Well, therein lies a little story. I did just plug it into the camera. I did continue to use this method, and I actually had a problem with the wireless receiver, in that I think the vibration that the receiver picked up through the little bit of waggling, so when it's fixed into the camera, when it's just plugged into the camera, there's a little bit of movement, and it caused a problem, and I had to return it, and it went back and it was repaired, and it's fine now. So there is a fair few YouTubers out there that are literally sticking the wireless receiver into the side of the camera, probably on the helmet. It might be slightly better on the helmet in that your body acts as a shock absorber, but even so, I don't think it's worth the risk. So what I've done is I've just got a little cold shoe mount there, as you can maybe see, fixed it to the side of the camera housing, and fixed the wireless receiver into the cold shoe mount. Wired it in with a BY cable, a Boya cable. Can't exactly remember. I'll put on screen what that Boya cable is. And it's all nice and neat. It's quite a nice, neat assembly, and there's a few advantages really. It means that the camera and the receiver are nicely protected by the windscreen, so I'm not getting any flies if there's a light shower. They're pretty much going to be out of the rain and protected. This camera is being used for B-roll, so if I'm looking round or anything, I can still give you a bit of a what's going on around me kind of view. It's totally waterproof. I've not got anything plugged into it, and I've got no wires. I've got nothing, because the DJI transmitter, wireless transmitter, is of course inside my helmet, and that's the other massive plus. So of course no wires, nothing like that. The wireless transmitter is fixed inside my helmet, right in front of my mouth, on a little magnet. So that comes in and out as easy as this. It's unbelievable. It's an absolute doddle. And the beauty of that then is when you get where you're going and you want to just do a little bit of walking round, maybe show some scenery, something like that, you can just pop that wireless wireless transmitter microphone, pop that out your helmet, pop it on your lapel, take the camera off the bike, which is also on a clip/mag mount, and away you go. You're completely kind of self-contained. You just take the camera out, take the mic, clip, 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 off you go. So I think I've stumbled on the ultimate motor vlogging setup. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to grab some fuel quickly, and then we will continue. Okay, let's crack on. Yes, so I found this to be a really sort of clean way of achieving what we're all trying to achieve on bikes. You get good sound quality from the wireless system, the DJI wireless microphone system, and the versatility is really, I think, second to none. The only thing that I did find that's a little bit of a fiddle initially, and just until you suss out the numbers, you have a gain control on the transmitter and on the receiver, and a third one on the camera. So and those three gain controls kind of work in conjunction with one another, so basically you have to mess about. I can't remember exactly what I've got the transmitter and the receivers set at. I'll pop it on screen now, but basically I leave those at that setting, and then the only thing I adjust is if I'm using the transmitter in my helmet, as I'm speaking to you now, it is on -10 gain, and when I take it out and pop it on my lapel, I change the gain on the camera to +10. So it's only the camera gain that I'm adjusting, and it'll be either -10 or +10, depending on whether the transmitter is literally right by my lips, just inside my helmet, or whether it's on my lapel, in which case it obviously needs to be stronger. There is also the added little advantage with the way that the Osmo Action 3 fixes to the magnetic mount, of if you're going into a cafe or something with the wife and you want to do a little bit of filming in there or something, obviously you could just detach from the magnetic mount, pop it on a little selfie stick, either unplug the rather than mess about with the wireless transmitter, you could just unplug the cable and allow the camera to pick up its own audio, which is more than good enough anyway. So I think changing over from GoPro, which were an absolute nightmare for me, it was one problem after another. I'm now about a year into DJI Osmo Action cameras. I've not had a single issue, absolutely nothing. So that was an absolute game changer. Combining that with the DJI Wireless Mic has proven to be a really good thing. The DJI Wireless Mic's a bit expensive. The camera's a very good value. But I've got the twin transmitter version of the wireless mic, which also gives me the added bonus of popping the other transmitter in the wife's helmet if we're two up riding, or using that transmitter to pick up some external bike noise. Or it's just versatile. I've got, you know, the purchase of the camera and the microphone system gives you a tremendous amount of versatility. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think for me it's the ultimate setup. And what you've been listening to today is all from that, obviously. Little side note, it's currently, well, it's just gone to 9 degrees, but when I set off from home this morning, it was 4 degrees here in Western Australia, which is flipping cold for WA. But yeah, heated grips, good. 5 heated gloves, 5 being the make, or heated gloves generally, better. What a game changer. Absolute game changer. Love heated gloves. Absolutely nothing to do with cameras, but there you go. Okay, so I'm going to call this review a day. Hopefully that's been of some interest and help to anybody thinking, you know, how can they get fairly decent sound in a nice, easy way. That's been my criteria. Nice, easy way, no wires. I don't want wires. So yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it. So I'm going to say goodbye for today. I'm off to meet a friend of mine who interestingly has a YouTube channel of his own. He's called The Naked Bikers. Nothing pervy or weird about that. That is The Naked Bikers WA, I think you need to search for on YouTube. And that's him and his wife both used to ride naked bikes, MT-07. So that's where that name came from. But The Naked Bikers on YouTube, search him out, have a look. He's got some good stuff on there. And yeah, something else for you to look at. All right, well, take care. Thank you once again for joining me at Handlebars and Holidays. We've got the big trip coming up shortly. It's just a few weeks away, and I can't wait for that. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Should give me loads of content and some really interesting stuff, and most of all, you guys are going to get to see our cock-ups, of which I'm sure there'll be many. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Stick around. Good stuff to come. Take care, and as always, ride safe.